Anyway, ready na ba tayo sa ating pag-uusapan ngayon about sa magandang investment? Kasi nakalagay go green. Bakit ba green ang sinasabi natin green yung ating pag-uusapan ngayon?
If you would notice, Filinvest City, hinilantulan siya sa Singapore. 'Di ba? Garden City talaga siya. Para siyang Singapore na full of greens, master plan. Pero wag tayong mag-present kasi may special guest tayo ngayong hapon, Ringo.
Siyempre, ipakilala natin ang special guest para bigyan tayo ng investment opportunity dito sa Filinvest City. Pakilala mo na, Ms. Mudra.
Yeah, we are so thankful kasi even on a Saturday, wala silang pasok. Pero yung puso nilang makatulong, makapag-share, talaga nang pinaunlakan nila ang ating invitation. So without further ado, let's call on the Project Development Associate of Filinvest Land, Mr. Noel Timothy Brago. Palakpakan naman natin dyan sa mga comments nyo, si Noel. Hi, Noel.
Hello, good afternoon, good evening na po no dito sa Philippines, and to all the watchers, viewers of this live stream. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening sa lahat. And hello Sir Ringo and Miss Marita. It's nice to see you again. Hello. I'll be presenting two projects for today's session no. So I have good news for both projects. Meron tayong isang pre-selling project and meron din tayong RFO project. So if you want to invest for a property na in 5 years, ready siya, you can choose Studio N. If gusto mo naman move in ako, gusto ko kagad may unit ako, you can choose Studio City. So I'll first present yung ating pre-selling project, which is a Studio N, no? So if you have any questions, just type in your questions sa ating comment section, and maybe later we can answer these with Sir Ringo and Miss Marita. So let me share my screen first. No? Okay, so can everyone see my screen already? No? So let me first introduce the Studio Series portfolio of Filinvest, and this could possibly be the last affordable project here in Filinvest City. So Studio N is Filinvest wanted to add another studio project in our studio line here in Filinvest City, since very successful ang ating studio projects na inintroduce Filipinos. So again, Studio N stands for Studio Northgate, no? Since Studio N is located here inside of Northgate Cyberzone, Filinvest City, Alabang City. So before I dive into discussing Studio N, let's first discuss the different sectors or yung makikita mong sectors, yung subdivided ng Filinvest City. So Filinvest City is subdivided into 9 city districts. So you have Spectrum, North Station, Palms, Woods, and Southgate. But I won't dive in sa other sectors. No, I'll just focus on Northgate Cyberzone since our project or Studio N is located here in Northgate Cyberzone. So to give you a background about Studio N, or Northgate Cyberzone is known as the BPO IT Park of the South. So majority of the BPO companies are currently leasing out or residing here in Northgate Cyberzone. So these are the possible tenants or unit owners ni Studio N. Second, Northgate Cyberzone is an 18.7 hectare IT park within Filinvest City. So in fact, this is the only PEZA registered zone. No? So Northgate Cyberzone also offers a complete live, work, play inside Filinvest City. So Northgate Cyberzone, may various population dito sa Northgate. No? In fact, meron tayong working population, meron tayong residential options, and yung mga retail centers which are perfect for employees or expats. So, okay, ito magandang trivia, no? Northgate Cyberzone, as of today, if you're familiar with the location, Northgate Cyberzone has at least 25 existing or fully operational buildings as of today. So by the time we turn over the project by 2025, we are expecting in 25 to at least increase, no? Since ang dami pang ongoing projects and soon to be completed na constructions. And in terms of population, as of today, based on our data or our research, Northgate Cyberzone houses at least approximately 55,000 working employees. No? So this includes yung mga residents na nakatira sa loob ng Northgate and yung mga working employees natin. Okay? So that's just a gist of Northgate Cyberzone. No? If you want to know more about the location, you may visit our website, si Studio N. No? So meron tayo dun section na in-introduce yung Northgate Cyberzone. Okay, so I'll proceed to the vicinity map of Studio N. So if you could see on your screen, on the right side, there's a water droplet, no? Ito yung parang, ito yung logo ni Studio N. So this is the exact location of our project. So Northgate Studio N is around 5 to 8 minutes away from Alabang Zapote Road if you'll walk, no, from yung Alabang Zapote Road to the location of Studio N. So what's nice about Studio N is it's surrounded by recreational sites. Meron tayong hospitals, meron tayong restaurants, meron tayong groceries, meron tayong shopping malls, and most important is yung mga corporate buildings and yung ating main transportation hub here in Filinvest City or sa South. No, so the site is very accessible, no, and very commute friendly for our fellow Filipinos who tends to or choose to use yung mga public utility vehicles. So the South Station, in fact, is the main connecting point from the north. Na ito yung main or end point ng mga buses, ng jeeps, and other mga P2Ps, no? So South Station, and ito yung main connecting point and drop-off area ng mga commuters for people coming into Alabang. Okay. So since we already know who Studio N is and saan siya naka-locate, let's dive into the project overview of Studio N. No? So, sino ba nag-develop o sino developer ng project? So, it's Filinvest Land Incorporated, but it is managed by us, Filinvest Alabang Incorporated. So, its exact address is Block 50B, Northgate Avenue, Filinvest City, Alabang, Muntinlupa City. So, what's unique about this project is we will have two developments, no? So, one is a residential tower. It will mainly consist of studio units. Wala tayong ground floor, wala tayong basement parking, and wala tayong commercial sa ating ground floor. Yung parking building natin is in a different location. I'll show you yung site development plan for everyone to better picture out yung ating exact location ng projects. So let's first discuss yung residential tower. This is a 25-story building with a total of 918 residential units. So each floor will have 37 units each except for the ground floor na may 30 units lang. While for the parking building, this is a 5-story building with a total of 223 parking slots. So I am proud to say that Studio N is the only project or the first project here in Filinvest City who will introduce or make use of yung mechanical lift parking. No? So instead na meron tayong tandem parking na side by side or back to back, meron tayong mechanical lifts. And then in terms of pricing, the average price per square of a studio unit is around 257,000 pesos. That's total list price including VAT already. While for a parking slot, the average price is 1 million pesos. While for a tandem or mechanical lift parking, that's around 1.5 million pesos. So the target completion for this project for everyone's reference is fourth quarter of 2025. So important note here po is that Studio N is targeting to start its construction by first quarter of 2022. Thank you. So, okay, as mentioned earlier, I want to show the site development plan of Studio N for everyone to picture out saan ba yung buildings natin. So yung residential tower is in a different area and then it is separated by 2 lots in between and then ito na yung parking building. Okay, so since this project is a pre-selling project, we can only show the artist perspective or yung renderings ng ating buildings. So on the left side of your screen is the residential tower and on the top right and bottom right is the parking building. Okay, now let's proceed to the ground floor plan of Studio N. So the important important note here is that all amenities are located sa ground floor except for the fitness center. So meron tayong gazebo, meron tayong function room, meron tayong swimming pool with kiddie pool. So here is the breakdown of our amenities. So again, I'll repeat the amenities that we have for Studio N. First is swimming pool with kiddie pool, fitness center, function room, and gazebo. So, in the following slides are the renderings of our swimming pool, no? So, of our amenities. So, let's start off with the swimming pool. And then, ito yung gazebo natin, which is perfect for your clients or unit owners who wants to step out of their unit and take some fresh air and relax by themselves. And then, if we have unit owners or clients who are very active or into physical activities, we have yung ating fitness center. And then lastly is the function room. So the function room can cater to a maximum of 50 people, no? So if your client or unit owners have special occasions that they want to celebrate, they may opt to rent this amenity and host yung mga special occasions sila. So, maximum capacity is 50 people, 50, no? So, perfect ito for birthdays, reunions, meetings, and other special occasions. Okay. Now for the building facilities of Studio N. So, Filinvest wanted to make sure that the top priority for our unit owners, tenants, is their safety. So in order to implement yung safety or control yung volume of visitation, we introduced yung turnstile with access control integration. So only tenants, unit owners, or personnel with magnetic keycard access can open yung turnstile. So itong magnetic keycard access rin po will serve as the key to their unit. No? So bali 2-in-1 siya. Para sa turnstile and para sa unit. And then for security, we make sure that meron tayong 24/7 security system. And then for elevators, we have 3 elevators. 2 are passenger and 1 is a service or passenger elevator. And then in terms of power interruption naman, meron tayong 50% backup power. So here is a rendering of our main lobby. Okay, now let's proceed to the unit layout for a studio unit in Studio N. So the average size for a unit is 18 square meters, 1/8. So all Studio N units are semi-furnished. So included in the deliverables are the bunk bed with mattresses, study table, entertainment table, cabinets, and sa kitchen is yung stainless steel sink with overhead cabinets. So all student units po are semi-furnished, no? So the things I mentioned are the deliverables that are to be presented upon turnover of the unit. So here is a desktop model unit of Studio N, no? So the color scheme will depend on the preference of our buyers. So ito po yung example ng ating model unit, no? And now to the most awaited part of my presentation. So alam ko, naghihintay po lahat. Ano ba meron si Studio N? Ano ba yung payment terms natin? So for Studio N, we have 3 standard payment scheme. The first one is yung cash term or spot cash. Second is yung deferred cash. And lastly is yung installment. So pag-usapan po natin muna yung cash term. Cash term, 95% of the total contract price is payable or can be paid on the spot in order to receive an 8% discount. However, if your client decides to pay the 95% within 30 days, he or she is entitled to a 5% discount. So, sir, bakit 95% lang ang binabayaran? So, yung remaining 5% is yung retention fee. So, as mandated by the law, you cannot fully pay for a property that is not yet existing. So that's why Filinvest is only billing the clients or buyers 95% of the total contract price. While yung 5% po is payable prior to the turnover of the unit. No? So this will be billed differently. Second is yung deferred cash natin. Yung 100% ng total contract price is equally scattered into 60 months. The good thing about here is wala tong interest. However, you are paying for an MRI, no, yung mortgage redemption insurance. So this is to ensure yung ating parang insurance siya sa ating buyers. Lastly is yung bank financing or installment. So the standard scheme is 20,000 pesos. 20% yung down payment payable in 60 months and the remaining 80% is through bank financing. But wait, I have a good news for Studio N. Studio N has 2 promos, no? So the first one is yung flexible payment scheme, which is yung 15% down payment payable in 60 months for as low as 12,800 lang po yan. 12,800 pesos. The second scheme here is yung second promo is yung step-up scheme, no? So 25-75. 25% down payment is payable over 60 months while the remaining 75% is through bank financing. So since step-up scheme siya, every year tumataas ang ating monthly amortization.
Alam mo, ang tumatak sa akin dun, Noel, yung reservation fee, kung gusto ko magsimula, 15,000 pesos lang.
Yes.
I
Yes,
can-
Miss Marita. Actually, Miss Marita, no, yung this promo is supposed to be until September 30 lang. But yun nga, since we wanted to support our market and very enticing yung promos, we seek for approval ng promo and ayun nga, we were able to get yung approval ng upper management. And now yung promo is until end of October, no?
Ako sa bilang business naman ako na, Mr. Noel, sa business side, tinitiran ko yung business side. Ang sabi mo kanina sa amin, 25 office building na ang nakatayo dyan sa Northgate Cyberzone.
Yes.
Tama ba?
Yes po. So as of today, meron tayong 25 existing buildings, no? So yung 25 po na yun, meron kang office buildings, meron kang residential buildings and retail centers.
So, tanong ko lang, Sir Noel, ilan po ang...
Sige,
Sige,
go ahead.
Marita, ikaw muna tanong. Ako muna, sige.
Hindi kasi,
In continuation, in continuation kasi sa akin tanong, alam mo, para akong reporter ako eh. Kung 25 siya na building, at sabi mo sa amin is 55,000, no? Yung employee, more or less 55,000 and counting, no? Ilan po yung unit ng Studio N?
918 lang. 918.
Can you just imagine?
grabe, no? Parang, kung yung supply, 'di ba, ng condo unit inside Filinvest City is 900 lang, yung demand, ang mga empleyado around 55,000, yung probability of your unit being rented out, sobrang high. 'Di ba? In terms of investor ako, 'di ba, mas gugustuhin ko doon kasi yung probability nga investor ka, syempre gusto mo yung good ano. Pero ang tanong ko sa iyo, Ringo, or kaya kay Noel, kung ikaw pipili, anong gusto mo? Yung promo 1 or yung promo 2? Yung step up or yung isa?
Ako, para sa akin, si Sir Noel, kung ikaw ang pipili, kung ikaw daw ang bibili, anong gusto mo?
Miss Marita, parang trick question po ito, no? But if ako pipili, I'll go with either of the promo. Why? Yung promo A, it's very light to our pocket, no? Instead of paying 25,000 monthly, for as low as 13,000 as presented earlier, meron ka ng studio unit. Second, yung step-up scheme. What's nice about the step-up scheme is, yes, mas mataas yung amortization ko, but yung loan takeout ko is significantly lower to the first promo. So may pros and cons pa yung both promo, no? If ako pipili. Si Sir Ringo kaya, ano po kaya yun sa kanya?
Ikaw, Ringo, ano yung ma-advise mo sa kanila?
Kung ako ang pipili is, bilang OFW, no? Bilang OFW, ako isang OFW ako na masyadong busy sa life. Alam mo yun, na gusto ko mag-invest pero busy ako sa life. Ayoko nang may isipin, Marita. Kaya kukunin ko yung 13,000 for 5 years. Na alam ko, hassle-free, stress-free, na every month lang, 13,000 ang hihuhulog ko for 5 years, for 60 months. Wala na akong iniisip. After 5 years or 60 months, ibibigay na sa akin ng susi. Afterwards, maganda kasi sa discarding na yon. Siyempre ako OFW. Masigasig naman ng OFW, di ba? Masipag naman tayo, di ba? Alam ko sa mind ko na meron akong investment. Why not after 5 years best? Una, mag-loan ako sa ibang bansa at i-cash ako na yung natitira. Pangalawa, instead na 13,000 na iuhulog ko, nagkaroon ako ng bonus, may 14th month pay ako, nanalo ako nito, nakapag-ganon ako, nagdagdag trabaho ako. Baka after 5 years, Marita, hindi ko na siya kinakailangang i-loan. I paid it goose at cash. Parang yun lang naiisip ko, na napakalight lang sa bulsa. Yun ang, ikaw naman, Marit.
Kung gusto mo, dire-diretso. Siyempre, mangongontra ako. Kung si Noel, both, ikaw.
May masabi lang.
May masabi lang. Ako doon sa step up. Kasi, if you notice, ang ganda nung binigay sa atin pagkakataon na to get into the habit of investing. Some of us kasi di pa sanay. First time investor. So, anong gagawin ko? Siyempre, gusto ko muna magsimula, no, sa maliit. 11,000 lang. Di ba? Tapos, unti kong aabutin ang aking mga pangarap. Ay, joke lang. O, so yun. Di ba? But, ang question ko naman, Noel, how's Northgate? Up na ba lahat ng buildings? Or yung sinabi mong it's a progressive thing? Anong balita dyan?
Okay. So Miss Marita, no, what's nice about Northgate Cyberzone, it offers a lot of potential to be one of the leading business park or IT parks here in the Philippines. No, in fact, yung 25 na sinabi ko po, yung 25 building is not yet siguro around 20 or 21 are fully operational. And then yung latest office buildings natin, yung Access Towers, which is I believe 3 or 4 towers, that at least 26 floors. Only one tower is around 60% operational. So meron ka pang 2 or 3 towers na will house yung mga companies na magde-decide to lease out here in Northgate Cyberzone. So yung 55,000 na po yun, by the time we turn over the project, this can at least double yung population, no? So, yun yung I think yung one thing we should consider na hindi na mawawala ng tenant si Studio N in the near future, di ba? Since ayun nga, we are in a pandemic, and then this is a temporary thing. So, syempre we all are fighting to come out of this shell. And ayun nga, let's look at the bright side of na malalagpasan natin yung pandemic.
Totoo yan.
Yes.
Tsaka, yun pala yun, Ringo, no? You're buying Studio N at today's price, pero yung future
Yes.
development is more than what you're buying right now. Kaya yung presyo, i-lock in nyo na yan. Kasi pataas ng pataas ng pataas ang mga projects na yun. Naku, sobrang thank you, Noel, for sharing Studio N with us. So, sa mga nanonood dyan, it's up to you whether you want the promo 1, around 13,000 straight up for 60 months, or the step-up promo that Noel has shared with us. Magsisimula ka from 11, tapos may incremental every year. But, to start it off, Ringo, magkano ilalabas nila?
Siyempre, paano magsimula dyan sa Studio N? It's now or never sa Studio N. Kaya now na. This is my now. Kasi
Imay na yan.
15,000 pesos lang ang reservation fee ngayon!
And straight from the mouth ng ating project development, no? Straight na si Noel. Grabe, ikaw na, Noel, ang nagbibigay ng mga agang pamasko sa mga nanonood ngayon.